Good evening everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I got kind of a different install here. I'm actually installing a ram mount. This is a tough track system that goes on the dash of a Jeep Gladiator or Jeep JL Wrangler. So it'll go on the JT Gladiator, or as I said, the Jeep JL Wrangler, and it makes it where you have this T-track right here, and you have all kinds of options that you can get to go in it. It has the little T-bars here. This is the ball mounts that you get to go in here. You can add on pretty much as many of them as you want if you got room, depending on which devices you use. So I'm actually probably going to be using 3. As you can see here, I have the RAM mount to go on the iPad mini. So here's my iPad mini, and we have the RAM mount for it. Should be pretty nice. And this RAM mount here actually has the squeeze handles, so you can install it, take it off real easy by pulling these squeeze handles on the back side. So that's pretty cool. I already have this RAM mount that I use with my iPhone, and this is what I carry on my motorcycle. This is a large RAM mount for large iPhone or large phones, cell phones, and of course you don't have the squeeze handle, but you do the same thing, and it comes with a bungee. This RAM mount X grip here also, the X grip comes with a bungee for this one. That's in case you're in some pretty extreme stuff, you're bouncing around a lot. Just extra precaution to have the bungee on it, and it holds your iPad from flying out. Same way with this iPhone one. So I also have the GoPro mount. Right here you can see this is basically a ball for the GoPro, and it does come with a bolt. Get this in there, it's kind of new, so it's kind of snug. It does come with actually 2 bolts for some reason. I don't know why 2, I guess depending on what you're using it for, but you can also use your thumb screw that comes with your GoPro, which is what I'll be using. And then whatever you attach to this ball, you just take this right here, attach it, and we can put the GoPro mount right here on this. So we're going to set this thing up. I probably would want a short mount for the GoPro to aim out the windshield. You can actually have it where you're facing inside the vehicle if you're recording while you're driving, recording yourself. And then I'll use one of these for the X grip, and I'll also use one of them that comes with, I already had this one actually with my motorcycle mount for the X grip. So I have 2 X grips mounted in there, and then the GoPro mount to go inside there also. This is actually pretty simple. All we do is take the insert out of the dash, take 2 screws out, we mount this plate in, and we mount this onto the plate. And I'm thinking that we can go ahead and mount this onto the plate first, because there should be plenty of room to get to those screws right there. So that's what we're going to do. Go ahead and bolt this on, then we'll mount this plate. Okay, as you can see, this track is actually made out of some pretty serious stuff. I'm sure they've done that to make it where it's going to be really nice and solid. And then the track that goes on, or I should say the bracket, this is the track that goes on here. So we need to put all these screws in, and as I said, I'm going to do this before I put it on. I think you could put it on after, but I think it works better if we just go ahead and put it on now. Stick all these in, run them down, tighten them up, we'll take them to the truck. Okay, there we got the track bolted on. Now we just need to take it. These are the 2 bolt spots. We'll take it and bolt it into the truck using the existing bolts in the truck. Okay, now that we are inside the truck, we'll need to remove this out of the dash, and then it'll be like this as long as you got a a Jeep JT Gladiator or a JL Wrangler. So look down inside here, and there'll be a couple of screws we need to remove. There's one right here, and there's one on this side. Okay, we'll remove those two screws. Now our new Tough Track insert will go just like this. You can see the tabs and the screws are going to go right through this hole back into the existing spot where it came out, and we'll use the existing screws that came with it factory. Okay, now we got the screws started, so you just want to line it up or make sure it's straight, which I don't think you can really get it wrong. Run them down tight. There, that thing is nice and solid in there now. So now we can just put our mounts on there. Now you will lose the original junk drawer that you had up there, the little pockets to put stuff in, but as I said, junk, that's pretty much what them holes was good for, just throwing things in. This would be a lot more purpose served right here. So let's get the mounts and put in it. Okay, now all we have to do with the ball is the little rubber pad will fit in the little notches, kind of like a Lego. Slide it into the T-slot, and then we'll just crank this down until it's tight. And you can adjust them wherever you need. Put this one on this side. And this will be the one for my GoPro in the middle, thereabouts. Probably put it here because we're going to put the iPad here. It takes up more room. The phone's a little bit smaller, so we'll put it right here. You just can't put it in dead center where your slot is, because you got to get it over to the edge of the slot where that goes in. And just tighten them down. So now we can take our ram mount for our phone, the X grip I should say. Stick my phone in the X grip like so. So if you're going to use the bungee, you actually would put this bungee over the back of the ball like that, and then it would go over your iPad. I don't know that I'll be needing it. We're going to try it without it first. So we can go like this. So my iPad, I think I want it tilted where it's sideways like so. Alright guys, there we go. We got the iPad mini mounted, got the GoPro in the center, and my iPhone over here. You can actually arrange these however you want. I just think that's going to be the best layout for me. And the GoPro, I can turn it around to face me, face my wife, face me, or hopefully get both. So that's actually a pretty good setup, and everything is nice and extremely solid on here, so I really like that. I'll post a link below where you can check one of these out. So thank y'all for watching Woodzman Adventures. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. This was a super easy install. Catch y'all on the next one, guys. Right on.